All right. So I figured out my mistake, and you guys probably saw it when I did it, and you're screaming at the screen. When I copied this down, let's get purple. I wrote this as a positive. This is a negative, which changes basically everything. So that's going to be negative 2y. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase all this other work. Honestly, probably could have kept that. Let's keep that, but let's do this. Okay, so let's get back to the pen. So I got 3x minus 2y equals negative 1. And then when I use my other one, that's down here, that gave me a 15x plus 15y equals 45. All right, this is going to work better. Okay, so I'm still going to take the first one and I'm going to times it by a negative 5. Still doing that. So I got negative 15x plus 10y equals 5. And then when I add those together, I got 25y equals 50. Divided by 25, divided by 25, y equals 2. There we go. It's not negative 2. Okay, so now I'm going to take that and I'm going to plug it back in. Let's use this purple one. We'll do it in blue. So we got 3x minus 2 times 2 equals negative 1. 3x minus 4 equals negative 1 plus 4 plus 4. 3x equals 3. Divided by 3. X equals 1. Woo! Whoa, easy there. Oh, shoot. Please don't tell me I just lost all that. Oh, I lost a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Seriously? Lost all the new edits that I just made. All right. Let's see. Nope, doesn't let me undo anything. Well, that's not very nice of this thing. That doesn't happen often. I know that this is a negative 2. That makes that a positive 10. All right, so we get there anyway. So this is a negative 2y, just so that we're clear on where stuff comes from, because this should be a negative 5. All right, sorry, that was a big waste of time. Plug it in again. 3x minus 2, 3x, and that equals negative 1. Minus 4 equals negative 1. 3x plus 4 equals 3. Okay, so that's our 1, and then we're going to take that, we're going to plug it in. I'm going to plug it into the third one, just because that's already in. So I got negative 4, and then I'm multiplying by 1. Minus 5 multiplied by 2 plus z equals negative 14. The reason why I plugged it into that one is z's already by itself. I don't have to do anything to it. You could plug it into any of the three. Negative 4, negative 10 plus z equals negative 14. Negative 14 plus z equals negative 14 plus 14 plus 14. Z equals 0. Woo! It's a bruiser. Okay. Make sure you show work on that one so you can go through and look through it. Okay, this is the one I made a mistake in class. It gives me my x and my y values, or my y and my z values. It was good practice for the other one, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to find x. So I know I'm just going to use this one. So I know that y equals negative 2, so I got negative 2 equals negative x minus 2. I'm going to add 2, 0 equals negative x. To change the sign, and 0 divided by negative 1 is 0. Okay, cool. All right, solve the system's equations. I'm going to use elimination on this one because I can times this one by -3. So let's give me -3x plus 9y equals -30. Add those together. That's going to give me 14y equals -14. What do you know? Y equals -1. So I got a quarter pair, -1. Okay, and if I plug that back in, I can plug it into either one of them. So I'm going to do x minus 3 to -1 equals 10. X minus a -3 equals 10. So minus 3, x equals 7. So 7, 1 is the final answer on that one. Okay, taxi driver has 29 fares. The price to the airport is $4.50. The price away from the airport is $7. He collected $173 for the day. So I know a couple things. I know that let's call this one, this is our x variable. So x time, well, 450 times x. And this one is y, so 7y. But I know if I add the two fares together, so x plus y equals 29. And I know if I 4.5x plus 7y, and I add them together, I'm going to get 173. Now we're just going to eliminate once again. So if I times this by -7, it's going to be -7x minus 7y equals 29 times 7 is 203. So -203. So minus 173. So it's going to give me -2.5x equals -30 by -2.5. So x equals, plug that into the calculator, -30, whoa, -30 divided by 2.5. That's 12. And then let's plug it back into that first one. 12 plus y equals 29 minus 12 minus 12 equals 17. All right, so let's get into some radicals. These are the fun ones. Let's see what questions we have on here. I think it's just the 40. Nope, there is 50. Sweet. This might be 3 videos. All right, to get rid of the radical, I'm going to square each side. So I got 4x minus 13 equals 0. Okay, I'm going to plus 13, 4x equals 13. Divide by 4, x equals 13/4. I know it's not a nice number, but that's what we got. Okay, let's just move these to where they're all in the same, let's move them all to the numerator. So I'm going to have r to the 9/8, r to the -5/8, and then r, and then if I move the bottom one up, that's going to change it to a positive, so that's 7/8. So I have a common denominator, right? I'm multiplying all these. So really it's just r, and then I got 9 minus 5 plus 7, and that's all over 8. 9 minus 5 is 4, plus 7 is 11. So I got r to 11 8, and that's my final answer. Okay, you decide you want to start building an emergency fund. You start off with 147 in your account. You put some money each month into the account. At the end of 17 months, your account is gone up. So at month 0, you're at 147. Then it goes up the same amount. Get a better thing than this, so you're in some interest, but this one doesn't include that. That's okay. And at some point, you're going to be at 17 and 623. This is 0, month 0. You already start with that much. So we're just doing slope intercept form. So I'm going to do 623 minus 147. That's the y2 minus y1 over x2. So 17 minus 0. So 623 minus 147 is 476 over 17. So I divide. It's going to give me 18. What is your savings rate? How many are you putting in? Do not put a $sign in your answer. So this is just 28. Okay, let's look at the next one. Oops, skip 34. Linear correspondence. So we're just, how much are we going up each time? So we're adding 20. And we're doing that each time. So that's my increase. So that's my change in y. That's just 20. My change, oops. So my m is, it goes up 20 over 1. This right here, because x is 0, this is my y-intercept, is 4. So y is going to equal 20x plus 4, because it's just in slope-intercept form. And if you didn't have one that had slope-intercept form, we know that the slope is 20. I could just do 24 equals 20 times 1, which is my x. This is y equals mx plus b. I don't have b yet. And 24 equals 20 plus b. 4 equals b. I mean, that's right there. Either way, you'll get the right answer. It'll get there. Okay, I want to write this in radical form. So I need to take this, and I'm going to move it down because I need to make it positive. So I got 14 over x to the 17/6. So I got 14 over, and then x to the 17th, and then we got a radical of 6. My index of 6, so 6th root. All right, let's see, she has square problem. She has enough compost to cover an area of this. Use the formula S over A, which is our area, to find the length of each side of her garden. We know it's square, so we know that they're the same. I'm guessing S is side length. So if I have S, and it equals the area she has is 69, so take the square root of 69. So I got to square both sides. So S squared equals 69. Well, really we don't have to do that. That's just kind of undoing what we're doing, right? Because there's not a variable on the inside. We can just plug into our calculator. What is the square root of 69? So if I do that, that's going to give me 8.30662386, and it just asks for the nearest tenth. So we got 8.3. Okay, this is another one we can type just into our calculator. I think didn't we do this one already? I think we've done this one already. So if I have the cube root, that's that one, -7. Yep. I think we've already done not that specific problem, but okay. So this next one is a fun one. If I take this first function and I multiply by 2, it's going to give me 14x minus 20y equals 20. If I add these together, I get 0 equals 0. On a function, these two lines are right on top of each other. Now that isn't the line, so don't get hung up on that. They're exactly the same. There's infinitely many solutions, but it wants a general solution. So what that means is I do have x. What does y equal? Right? So I got to get it in slope-intercept form because that's where y equals. So I got mx plus b. So I'm going to take either one of these and just work it out. So 7x minus 10y equals 10. So I need to get, so I'm going to minus 7x minus 7x. Negative 10y equals negative 7x plus 10. And I'll divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10. And that's going to give me a positive, so y equals 7x over y, and minus 1. So 7x over, nope, it's not 10. It's just 10, not y. What am I doing? Minus 1. And that's my answer, because that's what y equals. I had to get y by itself. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. I'll cut this video off. This video is getting long too. So I've got an equation, passes through here. So I need to, let's go green. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So I need to do slope-intercept form. We've done that a few times on here. So I got negative 3 minus a negative 3 over negative 1 minus a negative 8. I don't know why I did that. Let's get rid of this number. So that gives me negative 3 minus negative 3 is negative 3 plus 3, so that's going to give me a 0. So I got a slope of 0. I don't really care what this number is. It is 7. So this is a straight line. It's like if I were to graph this, this line would be coming through. Notice both my y's are, that's 0 comma negative 3. So really it's just y equals negative 3. Because my slope is 0. All my y values are negative 3. So y equals 0x minus 3. Well, those go away. That's why I got y equals negative 3. Okay, parallel means same slope. They never cross. But we can use this, and the reason why this is important, well, that's actually not. So I got my x value, my y value. So I got 2 equals and the same slope, so this slope is negative 3. And then I don't know my b. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. So I got 2 equals 9 plus b minus 9 minus 9, negative 7 equals b. So I can write this as y equals negative 3, which is my slope, x minus 7. Negative 3 minus x. And I'm going to end that video because that's going to take forever to upload. Anyways, look for the next one, 3 parts.